Rolling.
Oh, yeah, and then of course I didn't grab the fasteners or the hammer, right? So why don't you tell people what we're doing?
Today we are drilling into the concrete to make this nice post with braces.
Building a wheelchair ramp for my mom, and I don't know if you want to pan over, but that's what we had for like the 4x4 platform landing, whatever you want to call it, that's level. And now we got to slant down, and I'm divvying it up into 3 posts. So I just marked where these ones go. These are kind of a retrofit bracket. Kind of encapsulates the 4x4 on either side. You can use, with these retrofits, if they're existing posts, that's why you can come in at either side. That way you don't have to lift an existing post into a socket. Also, they work with 2x4s, you know, like 2x4 or 4x6s, stuff like that, 6x6s. I don't know if I'd go that big, but I actually have used them for 2x4s, like vertical or sideways, especially if you double them up. Anywho, so I got it marked here. And I got a concrete drill bit, carbide tipped, with a little gaff tape flag on there for my depth. This concrete's only about 10 years old, 10, 12 years old, so it's relatively soft. We already did that one post, it went relatively good. This isn't really a hammer drill, you know, it's kind of it's doing all right. It's getting through here. If this was much harder than this, I'd rent a legit hammer drill so you actually get that more of a impact action, not to be confused like impact like this, rotary impact. Neither here nor there. Anyways, let's get drilling. And with these anchors, I'll show you in a second, you actually pound them in, but I'll get both these drilled and then we'll get them vacuumed out and then we'll go from there. Do it! I don't want to go ad nauseum here to explain this, but there's a threaded rod with a little wedge on the bottom, and this is a sleeve. That sleeve has kind of little dimples or little detents, whatever you want to call it. And so when you tighten up on that nut, it pulls that wedge shape out, making that collar expand into the hole. The hole size is almost, I mean, that's kind of the important part, sizing them correctly. But you can then just seat them in the hole. And now she ain't going anywhere. I'll come back and I'll get the other 2 drilled and we'll get this put in here and we'll take a look at what we end up with.
Rolling.
Beautiful. All right. Got the other 2 holes drilled here. So I might as well throw this post in here just to make sure there's no funny business before I start going to throw these guys in. Make sure everything lines up while it's all loosey-goosey, if you know what I mean. See? Now I'm having issues. I might actually have to get up and do something today. Here, let's try it. Oh, look at it. I was a ways off on that. Try another bracket or try and force it. We're going to try and force it. There. See if I mushroomed it all over now. Need that part. how much it's recommended to do that with like the cheapest Chinese chrome vanadium, but there. She's pretty tight. Now we'll throw a level on that and throw some screws in there. You gotta get over here, that's the point. You gotta shake your ass to the camera. I want that golden play button. Anyways, you wanna hold that for me? I guess I could clamp it, but I didn't think of that. Which way you gotta go that way? Oh, I need my wits about me here. You ready?
Ready.
Check it once the other. There she be. Nice and solid into the concrete. So yeah, just got one more to go, but I guess you'll have to stick around and if this is how we're gonna do videos now. But if you're interested in checking out, we'll show more of the ramp. We were gonna build basically a little frame on the ground here and then just lift it up to the appropriate angle and then treat essentially, the wall frame, if you want to treat that as a ledger, then you can go right in there. And then I think I'm only gonna be off into this stud bay to brace off of that. And then some diagonal cut 2x10s with the Sokotoa. That'll get me what I need to for my angles, and then those will just sit right on the floor. But that'll all have to be for next time because I'm getting old and the day's getting old. Yeah, there's no wisdom there. I was gonna go for a bag of tricks, but all right. Do you want to say anything?
Adios.
See ya.